For thousands of years, wolves have been a part of different cultures. They used to feature in ancient legends, and now they're all over movies. They're often portrayed as symbols of terror, serial killers who sustain nature by killing.
It doesn't matter what period in history we're talking about, the abilities and behaviors of wolves are so fascinating that they leave people speechless. From surviving in tough conditions to having social structures that are just as complex as humans, wolves have some insane traits. They have a super sense of smell, capable of detecting scents from as far as 15 kilometers away, and their hearing is like a radar that covers a 10-kilometer radius. Their pack structure is more organized than some military units. Wolves aren't just wild animals. They're among the most mind-blowing examples of nature's engineering.
But what makes wolves such terrifying predators? Let's break it down. First off, their body structure is one of the best among all animals. Take a look at a polar wolf, for example.
Their bodies have a natural insulation, 2 layers of fur. Underneath, there's dense, short fur that helps them withstand freezing temperatures. Wolves can weigh anywhere between 18 to 79 kilograms. This lightweight, powerful body allows them to cover long distances to catch their prey.
Their legs are crucial too. Between their toes, there's a feature that helps them distribute their weight, making sure they don't sink into the snow. This trait gives them an advantage in snowy environments, where prey doesn't even have a chance to catch a breath. In addition to their physical skills, wolves adapt really well to their surroundings. For instance, polar wolves are white, blending seamlessly into the snow, while black wolves with grayish or brownish shades can hide easily in dense forests. But what truly sets them apart is their weapon, their teeth.
Wolves have a jaw strength that's capable of producing bite force ranging between 30 and 105 kilograms per square centimeter. To give you an idea of how strong that is, imagine pressing your finger with all your strength against your foot. The pressure you feel is nowhere near as intense as a wolf's bite. Wolves' teeth are powerful enough to crush bones and tear through anything they want to eat. But those teeth only come into play when they found food. In nature, prey can hide, but it always leaves a trail.
This is where their incredible sense of smell comes in. Forget about the few dog breeds that have a good sense of smell. Wolves have 2.28 billion scent receptors, while dogs only have 2.22 billion. And don't even think about comparing humans. We have a measly 5 million.
Understanding the wolf's sense of smell is almost impossible for humans. When a wolf sniffs something, it's like looking at a full profile, packed with info. For us, if we smell food before entering a house, we can tell there's food, but we can't tell how much or who's inside. Wolves, on the other hand, process all this information instantly. They can tell if their packmates are happy, sad, hungry, or even looking to mate. That scent trail functions like a live location for wolves, guiding them toward their prey even from miles away. Dr. Eric Klinghammer, the founder of the Wolf Park in Indiana, claims that wolves can even smell a drop of blood from miles away. Their hearing is just as amazing. They can detect frequencies up to 80 kilohertz, far superior to our hearing, which maxes out around 22 kilohertz. Wolves can also hear sounds from as far as 10 kilometers away, while we humans can only hear sounds from about 500 meters. This incredible hearing allows them to pick up the faintest sounds, like rustling in the bushes or even howls from other pack members at a great distance. And speaking of howling, what's up with that? We'll dive into that in a bit. For now, let's focus on the fact that howling serves as a reminder that wolves are social animals. They hunt together, and their strategy is what sets them apart from most other predators. Unlike many hunters that rely on speed and acceleration, wolves rely on endurance when hunting. Wolves are built for endurance.
They can run at a steady pace of 8 kilometers per hour for hours, and in a single day, they can cover distances of up to 80 kilometers. To put that into perspective, a professional marathon runner can run 42 kilometers without stopping, but they get water and food breaks along the way. A grown wolf, on the other hand, could run a marathon twice in one go and keep going. What's even crazier is that after chasing prey for tens of kilometers, wolves don't stop to rest. They immediately jump into the fight.
But endurance is just one part of the equation. Wolves have a unique hunting strategy, military-style organized attacks. Unlike solitary predators like tigers, wolves hunt together in a highly coordinated way. They form packs of 2 to 15 members, and they have some seriously complex tactics like timing and communication. The most interesting part? They have clear role divisions.
The alpha male, who's highly experienced, manages the attack strategy. But it's not just like the alpha barks orders and everyone follows. It's way more intricate. Each wolf has been assigned a specific role in the hunt. Some wolves might direct the prey outward, while others lie in wait to ambush, and a few play the role of backup support. This organization massively boosts their success rate in hunting. It's similar to what lions do. And if you're curious about lions, let me know in the comments and I can make a video on them too. Communication is key for wolves. They use different sounds and body language, like tail movements and facial expressions, to get their message across. Studies show that wolves can even change the tone of their howls to convey different messages.
But they have a secret weapon, a strategy that even lions don't know. One recorded tactic from Yellowstone National Park in the US showed wolves using a strategic attack to drive a herd of elk into deep, snow-covered areas, slowing them down. This shows not only the wolves' strategic thinking, but also their intelligence as they use the environment to their advantage.
Now, this is just the big picture. Wolves follow a step-by-step process when hunting. First, they track the prey using their super sense of smell. Once they find it, the pack works together to surround and isolate the prey. They use various maneuvers to minimize the chance of escape. This endurance hunting tactic works especially well on large herbivores. Sure, a buffalo might be stronger than a wolf, but it doesn't have the same stamina or energy. According to Dr. David Meck's research, wolves have about a 14% success rate in their hunts. While that might seem low, considering the size and power of their usual prey, 14% is actually pretty impressive. But do wolves pose a threat to humans? Fortunately, no. Wolves have a pretty wide range of diets, from rabbits to deer, but humans aren't on the menu. Wolves generally avoid interacting with people. Recorded wolf attacks on humans are extremely rare and usually involve rabid wolves or situations where hunger has driven them to desperation. The fear people have of wolves is mostly based on myths and folklore. However, that doesn't mean you should approach one if you see it in the wild. You never know what situation that wolf might be in. It could be protecting its pups, or it could be hungry.
Now, let's talk about their role in the ecosystem. Wolves play a vital part in maintaining ecological balance. Ecology is all about how living creatures interact with each other and their environment, and wolves are at the center of that. One of their main roles is controlling herbivore populations. By hunting, they prevent these populations from growing too large, which helps protect the ecosystem from overgrazing.
Let's dive deeper into their social structure and customs. Wolves have one of the most complex social behaviors among all animals. At the heart of the pack is the alpha pair. The alpha male and female are the only ones who mate. This helps prevent inbreeding, which keeps the pack's genetic health intact. The process of determining the alpha pair is not about physical strength or who bites the hardest. It's about leadership and charisma. Dr. Rick McClellan, who studied wolves in Yellowstone for over 2 decades, says that alphas lead by setting an example and mentoring the pack, not just by force.
The alpha pair only has one chance to mate each year, typically between December and February. Wolves also engage in some pretty strange behaviors during mating season, and one of the most interesting rituals is the courtship ceremony. This ceremony strengthens the bond between the alpha pair and involves playful behavior, gentle biting, and coordinated movements. They might even dance. After a 63-day pregnancy, the alpha female gives birth to 4 to 7 pups. What's really fascinating about wolf society is that the entire pack plays a role in raising the pups.
Wolves have an incredibly cooperative social structure. Both male and female members of the pack help with feeding, grooming, and caring for the pups. This communal care is essential for the survival of the pups and strengthens the bond within the pack. One fascinating aspect of wolf biology is how they teach the pups. Adult wolves bring live prey back to the den, so the pups can practice hunting in a safe environment.
According to studies, wolves enter situations known as learning moments, where the older wolves patiently guide the pups through complex tasks. The pups are taught how to hunt, track, and communicate, much like how humans teach their children important survival skills.
Each wolf has its own unique howl, which helps pack members identify each other. Wolves use a variety of sounds, including howling, to communicate with one another. They howl to stay in touch with the pack or to announce their presence to other packs. Howling is an essential tool for coordination, ensuring no wolf gets left behind or caught in danger.
But communication doesn't stop with howling. Wolves also communicate through body language. For example, when a wolf's ears are flattened back and its tail is tense, it signals aggression or readiness for a fight. On the other hand, a wolf that lowers its body, flattens its ears, and lies down is showing submission or comfort.
Studies from the University of Cambridge show that wolves can form close bonds within the pack. Wolves in the same group will howl to each other more often, indicating their emotional intelligence. In the wild, wolves usually live for 6 to 8 years, but due to injuries from hunting large prey, their lifespan is relatively short.
But now, let's answer one of the most intriguing questions. How did wolves evolve? The path of wolf evolution is a winding one. Studies show that wolves originated in Eurasia and later migrated to North America via a land bridge. Fossil records suggest that wolves once roamed alongside giant mammals like mammoths. Over time, wolves adapted to changing environments, and both their physical traits and behaviors evolved to make them one of the deadliest hunters in the animal kingdom.
Genetic studies have uncovered some interesting facts. For example, the Himalayan wolf is genetically distinct from other wolves. They can adjust their metabolism to survive in cold temperatures with scarce food, allowing them to live at altitudes above 3,000 meters, where oxygen is low. It's estimated that the Himalayan wolf diverged from other wolves around 600,000 to 800,000 years ago, making them one of the oldest branches of the gray wolf family.
Another fascinating genetic discovery is that modern North American wolves share genes with coyotes. This genetic mix came from interbreeding between the two species. This hybrid gene pool may provide an advantage for adapting to climate changes. For instance, the last ice age wiped out many large mammal species, forcing wolves to alter their hunting strategies and diets. Some subspecies, like the Arctic wolf, adapted to harsh, low-food environments, while others evolved to hunt smaller prey. Wolves aren't endangered, but some subspecies face threats from habitat loss, human conflict, and hunting. Conservation efforts, like reintroducing wolves to Yellowstone in 1995, have had mixed results. While the EU has strict protections, wolf hunting remains legal in parts of the US. Wolves play a key role in ecosystem balance, preventing overgrazing by controlling herbivore populations.
Their presence helps protect biodiversity, explaining humanity's long-standing fascination with them.
So, as you finish watching this video, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with others who might be interested. We appreciate you sticking with us through this wolf journey. And remember, we've linked more resources in the description so you can dive even deeper into this fascinating subject.